The name I chosen is not good. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Seduce Me, the holiday episode. I don't know who we're doing. I haven't got there yet, because I didn't mean to. There we go. Sam! We're going for Sam. He says, oh, he looks like a little elf. That's what he looks like. Oh, that's cute. I could only watch in slight awe as my brown-haired, emerald-eyed incubus leaned back in his seat, stretching out slightly and making the muscles that weren't hidden under his clothes tense and flexed. Come on! He's not that muscular. He's a little string bean. Calm down. Well, he's not a little string bean. He's more muscular and short. That's what he looks like to me. I mean, Sam was like a hero come to life, strong and fast, protective of those he loved and believed in. Being a police officer gave him the chance to be a local hero for sure, but he would always be mine first. Sure, he was a little rough on the outside layer of his personality, but I knew that deep inside he loved me just as much as I loved him, and that was all that mattered. Sam finally turned his head to me and gave a little smirk, causing me to stick my tongue out at him. He was mine and I was his. Wow, I think we've said that line over 1,000,000 times now. So I was free to look whenever I wanted. I mean, you can look at James if you want. I mean, he's there. Even at the price of him never letting me down from it. What? Finally, the table was set and we were all seated, ready to dig in.
I gotta admit, you and James did good, Matthew.
Thanks, Sam.
Sam and Matthew not fighting? It's a winter's miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas miracle, Eric.
Hey, I'm not a complete asshole to him.
I almost said Damien.
Only sometimes.
Well, it is the turn of the human year, so it's a good way to get the habit of being nice started.
Very true.
New Year's resolution, Sam. Damien laughed and I couldn't help but do the same. However, one curiosity burned in my mind. I have a bust lady. I meant to say busty lady. God damn it. Bust lady has a question.
Yes? What is it?
What did you do last New Year's Eve? I had remembered them telling me that they had been in the human world for a full 6 months before my grandfather passed away. If that was the case, then this wasn't their first New Year's Eve. The boys took in the question and looked to each other.
Didn't we go to, like, New York or something?
Oh.
Nah, we were in another continent by then. Like, Europe or something?
London. We were in London.
I remember that. We had such a fun time walking around and taking in the sights.
We were on the giant Ferris wheel when midnight came. It was amazing to see all of the fireworks from it.
Yes. The London Eye was closed off for the public, but since we were friends of Harold Anderson, we were allowed access and were lifted to the very top of it. A perfect view of the sky during the celebration.
Matthew couldn't stop jumping all over the damn place from how excited he was.
Hey, you were excited about it too. All of us were.
Very fair, Matthew. Still, has it really been a year since then? So much has happened since.
Sorry. The boys seemed to trail off into their own nostalgic memories, mentioning events of the trip around the world thanks to my grandfather. While I was happy for them, a little part of me felt left out. Sure, I didn't know them, but to have experienced the world with them would have been a dream. Maybe we could go somewhere in the future. Heck, maybe I'd be able to see the demon world. However, who knew the future? It was an unknown fabric of time that I had yet to explore, that no one had explored yet. All I knew was that now was in the incubus's lives, and I was going to see the New Year's come with them in my life. I looked at my glass, seeing it full, and my favorite drink, courtesy of James while he was setting up dinner. My own reflection greeted me as I felt myself naturally take hold of it, then lift it up. Ahem! At last, the boys stopped talking and looked over to me in curiosity. As they noticed my raised glass, I smiled. May I propose a toast?
Oh? A toast for what, princess?
The future. The boys listened intently as I looked up to my glass in new hope. The future was a mystery indeed, and while I wasn't part of the incubus's past in the human world, I was more than happy to be part of their future. To a future unknown, to a future I hope to explore with you all. Silence consumed the air as the boys took in what I had said. Did they realize the same thing that I noticed? Finally, Sam raised his glass and cleared his throat, getting the attention of his brothers.
Yeah, to our future. Sounds good.
As his brothers nodded and lifted their glasses as well for the toast, Sam looked to me and gave a small smile, one I could tell was full of love and understanding. Cheers! At that, we drank our toast, a future that was still unknown to me. I couldn't wait to experience it, but I was certain that my future was going to be absolutely grand. My heart couldn't stop pulsing with joy at the thought. I was excited to experience what was to come. We ate dinner and talked about the potential things that could happen in the future. New business, possible trips, the works. For the first time, I felt that I felt like I was part of a family, as I was listened to and spoke just as much as the incubus. However, as a sudden flare of fireworks flashed outside of the window and shook a sound wave windows and sound wave echoed behind the glass, the boys flinched and looked over in shock.
What the hell?
Fireworks?
Yep.
But it's not midnight yet.
Oh well. It's a pre-celebration fireworks.
You have those?
Yeah. Sort of. The school in this area loves to order a lot of fireworks and likes to set off the extra ones before New Year's comes around.
What are you waiting for? We're gonna miss the fireworks show.
Gonna miss a fireworks show. The boys and I all looked to each other and grinned before heading out for the door. Whoa. The sky was filled with fireworks.
Holy crap.
It's all so beautiful.
Absolutely, Damien.
Truly magnificent.
You got that right.
I looked up to Sam and couldn't help but get a devilish idea, seeing him become entranced in the fireworks. Going through my thoughts, I playfully pushed him in the snow, catching him off guard.
Whoa!
Why would you do that? Fuck the fireworks, eat the snow! Oh, 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 oh. God, you're so pretty. Stop it. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That makes me happy. A snow pile beside us almost exploded like a wave splash as Sam landed in the snow. Looked up to me and looked up to me in shock. With a goofy grin, I stuck my tongue out at him. Sorry, I had to. You just look so adorable that I couldn't stand it anymore and had to push your face into the snow. Instead of getting up, Sam simply grinned at me and laughed.
God, I love you, you doofus.
And now I'm soaking wet with snow. I smiled and laughed, nodding in agreement. We would have many chances to make memories and make each other smile. I let my playfulness melt into a loving smile, causing Sam to stare at me in confusion. I can't wait to see the new year with you. Sam stared for a moment before chuckling and nodding in reply.
And I can't wait to see it with you too.
Yeah, sounds great. Who could argue with that? It was at that moment I knew deep in my heart that I would have my happily ever after somewhere in that unknown future. Let the new year come! I'm ready! Okay. Still got a couple more boys to go. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!